Hello guys, you are welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Posse Code, and here again we are here with another Python video. And today we are going to be talking about a project that is going to help us to understand list building, how to build a list, how to use a list. Just a single project. This particular project is going to teach you how you can really go about list. All right, you get now. So if you are looking at it, it's very simple when it comes to list, and it's a very simple thing. So let's get it started. All right, so how are we going to do? All right, let's go. So the first thing we might need to do here is for us to create our list. Okay, now what kind of project do we want to build first? Let us build a shopping cart project. Okay, let's build a shopping cart project in this video, and this shopping cart project is going to help us to do whatever it is we want to do. Now let's get started. So now the first thing I'm going to do now is to create a list. All right, or let me just say create a variable that we are going to be storing our cart. Like we are going to the variable we are going to be storing our cart in. Now, so the first thing I said we are going to do now is this. We're going to create a list of food. Okay, like we're going to be creating the cart we're going to be putting our food. Okay, so that means we need to have a list of food items we want to buy. All right, so I'm going to say food equals, let's create an open list first. So the next thing is going to be prices. Okay, let me change this one to foods. All right, so I'm going to have this, and then it's also going to be this. Then we're going to be having the total. All right, so this is just going to take very simple time, and this total, let us take 0. The reason why we're giving them 0 because we do not really have money, or let me just say the carting machine is empty. We've not really put anything inside, and the cart also, let me call this food cart. Okay, food cart. Yeah, so for the food cart is actually empty, and then the price is also empty, and of course we don't really have prices there. So now let's see what we're going to do. So the first thing we need to do is to actually we're going to be using a while loop. Yeah, we can use for loop, we can use anything, but I decided to use while loop because it's recursive. All right, so now let's continue. So we're going to be having why true. That means why all of these statements are true. We're going to be asking our user to tell us what kind of food or what food is he going to be buying and how. So why true, we're going to say print, let me just say we're going to be asking for food. Okay, so what kind of food if the person wants to buy, I can just ask them input. Okay, like what food are you buying? Yeah, so now what food are you buying? All right, so now that is it. So now that is that. Then we are going to check if this is true. Now before we actually continue, we need something that could help us to really break out of this loop. Okay, because if we take a good look at it, it's still going to will keep recurring and all of that. So what we need to do is this. So I'm just going to say something that is going to keep the thing, that's going to help us to break from the loop and all. So I'm going to press the guy to press X to cancel, X to stop. All right, now so when we have X to stop, so what am I going to have? So I can use for loop to actually create this. I can say for loop. Okay, no, let's use if else statement instead. So if X, let's say if X, or let me just say if food equals X. All right, equals X. No, that would be double X there to connote equality. So we can just tell we're going to tell the loop to what to break, and that is going to happen. Now if food is equal to X, and that is going to be what we're going to check for. So this particular this thing is going to break. So what we need to do now is very, very simple. We just used to use an else statement. So say else, that is if food is not equal to x, else we're going to be asking the user to put in another thing entirely, and that is going to be, we're going to ask the users to put in the prices. Okay, so we're going to have price. All right, and the price in this case is going to be a float type data, and then the inputs. Yeah, we're going to say input what, how. Then you say, okay, let me use a type string, and say how much of how much, what am I saying? Yeah, how much, right? How much of, let's say how much of the food of, so I'm going to be using this, of food are you buying? Are you buying? Yeah, so in this case, so which is, I think there, then I'm going to be having, yeah, so I think that's it. So what we need to do now is to append whatever it is that we have. And how do we do that? So we're going to append this. That means food, that means food carts, right? Food cart dot append. What are we appending? Right, we are appending food. Okay, that'll be the first one. We are also going to the prices dot append. Also, what are we appending? We are appending price. All right, so and then let's see if this program really work. Let's see if this program work. Just say print print, let's say the guys should print or let's say for, let's have it for food, no sorry, for food, right? For food in food cart, right? Print let's say print food. Yeah, so let us see if this program really works from here and see. So here I'm going to be having, let me have this. So I'm going to be having this. So I have amala. I want to buy amala. So how much of amala am I buying? I'm buying about $40 amala. He's still asking me again. So I will say maybe I'm buying rice. Okay, and then how much of rice I want to buy? I say $30 rice. So I think that's all. Let me just cancel and enter. So he said, what are you buying? I'm buying this and amala rice. So as you can see, it print out amala, which simply means that what we're whatever it is we did really worked. So another thing we can really do is this. Another thing we can do here is this. It's very, very, very simple. So there's something I want us to change. What about if this person mistakenly presses X, like X in capital letter? You know that this is going to really continue. It's not going to make any change. Okay, this is what I'm saying. Let me run the code again. I'm going to run this code again. Let's say amala and ho. So, and I want to buy how much? Let's say $50, and I click on X. You see, it's still prompting me to write or to put in how much of X that I want to buy, because it's seeing it as an input value. So what we need to do here is very, very simple. We might need to go back to our code and change this value to what? We are going to change the value to uppercase, or probably or lowercase, whatever it is that you really want, just so that any value they put in is going to stand in for the value you decided to put in. So what do we need to do? It's very, very simple, and I think I'm going to come to this place for food in food cart, print okay, hold on, let us come to this place. So I think we might need to, okay, food, if food dot, we're going to do it if we are going to put it here, if food dot lower, okay, you're going to put lower case here, All right, so now this simply means that it's going to change everything I want into lowercase. Okay, either I put I uppercase there or lowercase there, is still going to be remaining lowercase, because this particular library I put in here simply simplifies that whatever I type in is going to change it to what? Lowercase. So let me change it, let me run it again and see what I mean. So what I'm going to give you, so this is amala. All right, and the amala I want it with, okay, sorry, 50 and all. So I think X. All right, so you see it's cancel. All right, let me click on another thing. Let me try it again. So let's say I have amala, okay, $60, and then I want to cancel. What food are you buying again? Let's say I want to cancel X. You see, it gives me amala, just amala. Why? Because I've already changed whatever the value of X I put in, or the kind of, or the type of X I put in, I've changed it back to what? To lowercase. So either I put it in lowercase or uppercase, it will only see it as a what? As a lowercase. So that is that concerning that. And so let's continue. So another thing we can do here is this. So we said for food in food cart, print food, right? So of course we might going to really need more food. Okay, so I think I might need to put in some decorating text here so that they will know that what I want to put in, or that particular part in website whereby you're going to see your cart, like this is your cart and all of that. So let me just do that here. I'm going to put it in a string. All right, I'll say this is your cart. All right, so this is your cart. Should I make it decorative? Let me see if I can make it decorative. All right, so all right, so let's leave it. Let's leave it like this. Let's see how it's going to look like if we run it. Okay, so let's say I have amala, and I have amala for $50, and I think that's all. So this is it. Let me see, do I have it? Do I have it? No, I do not have it. Come on. All right. Oh, sorry, this is not what we need to do. I need to print it out actually, and be like, this is your cart. Yeah, this is your cart. All right, so all right, so let me just leave it like this and see. All right, so I'm going to have amala again, and $40 of amala, and then let me cancel. So can you see it brings up, this is your what? This is your cart. This is your cart. So this is very, very decorative and all. So you can use whatever it is you feel like using, and whatever it is you think. So now the next thing we need to do is actually to output the total amount of money we are going to be spending on our food. So, and how do we do that? I think we are really done with the code and all. So all we just need to do is to finish it up. So I can say for prices, all right, for price in prices, okay, for price in prices. So that means for price and prices, what do we want to have? We want to have the total of all the food. Okay, so that would be total would be plus equal to what? Equal to price. All right, so that means every amount that is being placed there is going to be the amount we're going to be using for the food. So, and I think that's just pretty it. So, and then we can just to say print the, let's just use f string here. I'm going to use f string to do this. That will be print your price, your total price is. So since we're going to be using this, can you just say your total price is about, let's say, I think that would be how much? Total. So at this end, let me just put a dollar sign to simplify, to symbolize this and all. So let's continue and see. So let's see how this is going to run. So what food are you buying? Let's say 50. Okay, I'm buying eba this time. I'm not buying mala. So from eba, how much are you buying? I'm buying $40. So he's asking, do I want anything? Of course, I want to goofy. I want to goofy. Then how much of a goofy? I'm buying $100 goofy. What do I want? I want turkey. No, I want momo. Yeah. So how much of pomo do I have? I want $200 pomo. So, and what else do I need? I think that's all. So let's see. Can you see? It said eba ugufe pomo. So this is my cart. This is your cart. I ordered eba ugufe and pomo, and my total price is about $340. So this is just what a shopping cart program might look like. Of course, there are numerous ways you can build this. It depends on your discretion majorly. You can build this in any way you feel like. It only depends on how you decide to build it. All right, so if you decide to build it in another way, it solely depends on you. You don't really have any issue. All right, so if I've given you value in this video, please do not hesitate to drop a like, to drop a comment. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.